Hello and welcome to my weekly reading update, River Edition. I read about 200 books a year, so I've started using my Bindery page as the home for my weekly reading updates, where I walk you through everything I've been reading during the week, give you my short and sweet review, and let you know if I think it's worth checking out or maybe a skip. Ascendance is a book that I picked up kind of on a whim from the library. It's a science fiction novel about a doomed expedition up a mountain where everyone who tries to climb this mountain, which mysteriously appeared one day, they don't come back sane. I gave this book 4 stars and I would indeed recommend it, even though, is the writing in this book particularly good? Not really. Do the characters really speak like real people? Also not really. However, I had such a good time reading this. This would make a killer summer blockbuster movie. The plot twists for me hit that sweet spot where I did guess the plot twist, but I wanted to keep reading to see if I was right or not. So I'd say definitely check this one out if you want to just turn your brain off, zone out, have a reliably good time. I have less good things to say about Cursed Bread by Sophie McIntosh, unfortunately. This is a lit fic, sort of historical fiction novel that was sent to me by the publisher in exchange for an honest review. They just mailed me a review copy. And I was very excited because I had previously read Sophie McIntosh's Blue Ticket Woman, and I wasn't sure whether I loved it or hated it, but I figured, hey, I had an emotional response, and that means that Blue Ticket Woman was very effective. Cursed Bread, I cannot say that so much. The premise for this book is so fascinating because there was an actual real-life French town in the 50s where everyone in the town succumbed to poisoning one day and nobody really knows why or what the motivations for this poisoning were. And so this book is about the wife of the baker who ends up distributing this poisoned bread. Most of the book is sort of taken up with her marital problems with her husband, which is not bad. Basically what happens is the main character frequently is wanting to initiate sex and is wanting her husband to sleep with her, and he just won't. He just won't respond. And this is sort of the driving conflict of the novel. It drives the main character to seek affection and belonging elsewhere. Which, okay, in theory, cool. Not my personal kind of plot that I'm super interested in, but that's fine. But my problem was that I couldn't suspend my disbelief because the main character never just talks to her husband. She never asks him, hey, what's going on? And I understand that there's something interesting to be said here about maybe how women in the 50s didn't feel like they could express desire, or about the feeling of miscommunication and never being able to say what it is you really want. But I didn't get any of that in the actual text. I did not get any sense for why she couldn't just ask him. And then everything else in the plot spills out from that, but I couldn't buy in. Storm Dragons is a middle grade novel that I thought looked really cool. I was like, listen, there are dragons in this book, there are sky pirates in this book, please sign me up, that sounds amazing. Unfortunately, nothing really distinguished this book from the standard middle grade fare for me. I felt like I could go to the library right now and pick up 5 other books that are essentially also this book if I wanted to. However, I did tell my sister who's 13 to read it because I thought she might be more the target audience than me. She got about a chapter in and just lost interest, so I don't think it's just me. I do appreciate Disney Books sending a review copy my way though, so thanks to them. Last but not least, I am about halfway through Dawn by Octavia Butler. Let's see if you can see the title. There we go. I'm halfway through Dawn by Octavia Butler. And I mean, it's by Octavia Butler, so you know it's going to be amazing, and genuinely I am so impressed by this novel so far. So in the world of Dawn, humanity has undergone a near extinction event. The only reason some humans have survived is because of the interference of a seemingly benevolent alien race. So we follow Lilith, who is one of the few humans preserved by these aliens. The thing is that the book is starting to ask, are these aliens really so benevolent, or do they want things from Lilith that she can't necessarily give?